प्रभु दया करो मोरे तुम बिना के जगत संसारी पतित पावन हेतु तव अवतार मौसम पतिता प्रभु न पाई बिहार श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे हा हा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपा बोलो गानो আমি বড় দুঃখী দয়া করো সীতাপতি অদ্বৈত গোসাই তব কৃপা বলে চৈতন্য নিতাই গৌর প্রেমমায়া তনু पंडित गदाधर श्रीनिवास हरि दयार सागर हा हा स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथ भट जुगा श्रीजी प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्रीयाचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संगा नरोत्तम दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे तुम बिना के जगत संसारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So till Mataji join, we will go through the meaning. So in this bhajan, Srila Narottam Das Thakur is praying to Sri Lord Chaitanya, who is none other than the incarnation of Krishna himself in Kali Yuga, who takes the mood of Srimati Radharani, and very mercifully he comes to deliver the fallen souls in Kali Yuga. So again and again we have heard from Mataji that Krishna concludes the Bhagavad Gita in 18th chapter by saying Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. And then in the previous chapters he also says that Ye Yatha Mam Prapadyante. So in the mood, whoever comes to me, in the same mood, I reciprocate. Now, when Srimati Radharani looks at the condition of the fallen souls in Kali Yuga, she wonders that how will this statement come true? Because people are so, like in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we study that how the characteristics of Kali Yuga people are described. Manda, Sumanda, Matayo. We already have no buddhi, and then we are like so busy in quarreling and so busy in with less age, so much things to do, so many things to accomplish, we have no time. So then Srimati Radharani thinks that these verses will be very, very difficult to follow in Kali Yuga. So then she gives her mood to Krishna. Krishna takes the mood of being the very merciful mother, and then he himself comes, and as we chant in the beginning of the class, he runs after people to give them the Harinam. So in this bhajan, Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying that तुम बिना के दयालु जगत samsare. Who is more merciful than you? Within these three words, please, dear Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful to me. Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatara. You have come to deliver the fallen souls. Patita Pavana. Mo Sama Patita Prabhu Na Pai Bear. So Shri Narottam Das Thakur, who is himself a Manjari, he is saying that who is more fallen soul than me? So first you claim me and then you go to others. So we can imagine if he can say that, what would be our condition? But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very, very merciful. Ha ha Prabhu Nityananda, Premananda Sukhi, Kripa Bolo Kono Karo, Ami Boro Dukhi. Nityananda, as his name suggests, Nitya Ananda, always immersed in the transcendental happiness because he is always chanting and glorifying the names of Sri Hari. So there is no other who can be more happy than him. So he is saying that, hey, Nityananda, you are always full in joy and spiritual bliss. So since you appear very happy, if like I have come to you because I am most unhappy. So naturally, if one is unhappy, we need to approach someone who is much more happier than us. Because when one's heart is full with happiness, then only they can give it to others. So then he says that I have come to you because I am most unhappy. If you simply glance over me, then I may also become happy. So he in this bhajan he is explaining the different stages also, that how we cannot go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. When we read the Chaitanya Bhagavad, then we see that first we have to serve the Das Anudasa. We have to become Anudasa. We have to first serve our spiritual master. We have to serve our fellow devotees. And then only we can approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because when they become merciful, then we get the mercy. Now, this can be explained by the example of Sri Pratap Rudra. So, as we studied in, I think, Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Pratap Rudra was a very famous king in Odisha, and he was the trustee of Jagannath temple in one way. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes and he sees that, like with this transcendental body, like a saint is dancing, he becomes very, very attracted. And then when he tries to approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says that sannyasis should not be associating with kingly people because they are so much absorbed in material modes. So I will not meet you. But then Pratap Rudra feels that pain, and devotees finally, like Advaita Acharya and Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya, they approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they try to convince him, and finally they are able to arrange the meeting where Maharaj Pratap Rudra is doing the Charan Seva, and then he sings the Gopi Geet, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes so ecstatic that he actually hugs him. So it is only and only through the mercy of the fellow devotees that one can approach even Nityananda Prabhu, and then Nityananda Prabhu takes our application to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is so merciful. If he can deliver Jagai and Madhai, and but Jagai and Madhai, they did not do any Vaishnava aparad. So we have to learn from these examples that only when we are completely free from all the Vaishnava aparadhs, when we are pure in our heart, then devotees take us to Nityanand Prabhu, and then we get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Further, he glorifies Daya Karo Sitapati, Advaita Goshai, Tava Kripa Bale Pai, Chaitanya Nitai. It is through Advaita Prabhu, who is husband of Mother Sita, and he is also so kind. So when we are asking the mercy of Advaita Acharya, then we get the mercy. Naturally, we get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And we again quoting the example like we studied in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Advaita Acharya, the relation between Advaita Acharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when this Leela happens, that when he is falsifying the Mayavad philosophy just to attract the attention of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chastises him, and then later he says that if one simply surrenders to your lotus feet, they will naturally get my affection. But if somebody is blaspheming you, now Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Sadashiva. So if somebody is blaspheming Shivji, then there is no chance to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here, Narottam Das Thakur is also expressing his emotions in the same mood. Then, Gaura Prema Maye Tanu, Pandit Gadadhar, Srinivasa Haridasa, Dayara Sagar. Gadadhar Pandit, now the chapter is going on where we are glorifying, we are reading the glories of Sri Gadadhar Pandit, who is none other than the incarnation of Srimati Radharani herself. So naturally, Gadadhar Pandit is even more merciful because he is the direct incarnation of Srimati Radharani. So here he says that his love embodiment is shown by Gadadhar Pandit. As Mataji explained, when Srimati Radharani or when Sri Krishna takes the mood of Srimati Radharani, she makes sure that the things are going perfectly. So she also comes down as Sri Gadadhar Pandit so that like she can ensure that okay, really the Kali Yugi people are getting the mercy. And then he says Srinivas Pandit and Haridas Thakur are the ocean of mercy. So Haridas Thakur, like the words will not be sufficient to glorify him. We studied in Chaitanya Bhagavad, and when we went to Jagannath Puri Yatra, I think everybody remembers, we went to the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Haridas Thakur, where and we read the last chapter, so where he is leaving his body and the prayers that he does, and he says that my last wish is that when I'm leaving my body, then your face should be there before me. And as Lord completely fulfills the wishes of his pure devotees. Indeed, he appears in front of Srila Haridas Thakur, not just appears, he conducts the entire ceremony when he is leaving the body. And Saturday is Srila Haridas Thakur's disappearance day, so maybe we can again revise and recall that chapter. And they are so full of mercy because when Srila Haridas Thakur is being beaten at 22 marketplaces with iron rods, we can see from his example that how he is praying for the soldiers because the soldiers are saying that why are you not dying? If you don't die, then the Nawab will kill us. So please die. We are beating you so much, but because of your chanting the Harinam, you are not leaving this body. So out of so much of mercy, then he prays that may this all be delivered. And whoever was beating them, they don't get the sense they are actually delivered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before only. Because Srila Haridas Thakur is praying for them. So there can be no greater example of mercy than this, that one person is getting beaten, but he is praying for the persons who are beating him. And with all that pain and all the marks, he is continuously chanting the Harinam. Then O Swarup Damodar, Ha Swarup Sanatana, Rupa Raghunatha, Bhatta Juga Shri Jivaha, Prabhu Lokanath. Here he is mentioning all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the followers. Okay, Mataji has joined, so I think we will, Mataji, we will stop here. Just 2 lines are remaining.
2 lines are remaining. You can continue. Complete
Okay, I'll
the
just
words.
read them. So, O Swarup Damodar, personal secretary of Lord Chaitanya, and then he mentions the name of all the 6 Goswamis. Narottam Das Thakur says that I am praying for your mercy. So, unless we are serving the devotees, we cannot again reach to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Finally, he concludes with his desire that may I always be in the company of Sri Ramachandra Chakravarti. Ramachandra is his best friend, and naturally, devotees have inclination to be in association. So, through his own example, Srila Narottam Das Thakur is showing us that the prime dhan for us in this lifetime is the association of pure devotees. So, in this way, this bhajan was there. Hare Krishna Mataji, we completed.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So we'll continue with Antya Khanda chapter 7, 67 towards. So today is a very auspicious day, Vamana Dvadashi, the appearance of Vaman Deva. Today is also our Radha Giridhari and this Prana Pratishtha, new temple opening. That is 2016. We opened the temple, new temple. So today is Brahma Utsav in Radha Giridhari temple. Morning 10:30 onwards, the Abhishek starts. Evening there is Palki. If time permits, you will go. And in this way, 67th verse today. 67, right? Which verse I told? Which verse?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji, 67.
In this way, Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu is saying that whatever you say, I have done. You asked me to take danda, I have taken. You asked me to give up that, I have taken. I have done that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that your ornaments are actually the Navavida Bhakti. In that Atma Samarpana, what is Navavida Bhakti? Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Parasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Satyam Atma Nivedanam. Today, Bali Maharaj is personification of Atma Nivedana. Vaman Deva goes to Bali Maharaj and is asking 3 places of land. We know one, he measured the whole surface, earthly surface. In one, he measured the whole sky. Another one, where should I keep? Third place. Then Bali Maharaj gave his head. That is how Bali Maharaj, just now we saw even Bali Maharaj, Lord Krishna goes to Bali Maharaj to get the 6 sons of Devaki back. So Bali Maharaj is personification of Atma Nivedanam. So a person can be born in any kula. That is not a problem. Like Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj is grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. They are born in demonic family. The family status does not matter. A person's consciousness is most important. He may be born in a very wonderful divine family, but he may be having asuric tendency. On the other hand, there may be a person born in a very low class, third grade family, Mlecha family, asuric family, but his consciousness is in Krishna. So devotion is a birthright for everyone. Devotion is not just restricted to some caste, some families. So here, Vetravamshi Shinga Gunjahara, Malya Gandha, Sarvakala Yei Rupa Tumara Shriyanga. You're always adorned with a stick, flute, buffalo horn, gunja necklace, flower garland, sandalwood pearl. यतेक बालक देखी तुम्हारा समहति श्रीधाम सुदाम प्राय लय मोरमति. The boys who associate with you remind me of Shridham and Sudama. Vrindavan Kridara Yateka Shishugana Sakala Tomara Sange Laya Moramana. I therefore think that all your associates are boys who used to play with you in Vrindavan. So you are not ordinary. You are Balaram himself. And those who are playing with you, they are actually the associates of yours in Vrindavan Dham, Leela. Sei Bhava, Sei Kanti, Sei Sarva Shakti, Sarva Dehe, Dekhi, Sei Nanda Goshti Bhakti. I see in your body Bhava, the sentiments, beauty, that is Kanti, and all the potencies, Sabha Shakti. And in this way, Sarva Dehe Dekhi, whole body is manifesting the devotional service of the residents of Vrindavan, Nanda Goshti Bhakti. Nanda Goshti Bhakti means the associates of Nanda Maharaj, that is Vrindavan, Brajavasis. Eteka ye तुम्हारा सेवक सेवकरे सेवकेरे प्रीति करे सत्य सत्य से करे अमर. So eteka ye तुम्हारा सेवकेरे. So whoever loves you or your servants actually loves me. Priti kare satya satya se kare amar. So whoever loves Nityananda Prabhu, he gets the love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whoever loves the servants of Nityananda Prabhu, again he gets mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. स्वानुभवानंदे दुई मुकुंद अनंत की रूपे की कहे के जानीबा तार अंत. Who can fully understand when Mukunda and Ananta spoke in their own ecstatic mood? Who can understand this? कटक्षणे दुई प्रभु बाह्य प्रकाशिया वसीलेन निभृते पुष्पेर वणे गिया. When after some time the two lords regained their external consciousness, they went and sat in a secluded place within the flower garden. They went and sat. Two lords, they gained their external consciousness. There is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. ईश्वरे परमेश्वरे हैला की कथा वेदे से ईहार तत्व जानेन सर्वथा. So the conversation which took place between two lords is known only to the Vedas. Nityananda Chaitanya याखे यखने देखा है प्राय आर केह नाही हाके से समय. Whenever Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda met each other, there was usually no one else around. कि करेण आनंद विग्रह दुई जन चैतन्य छाया केह न थके थकना. Therefore, by the desire of Lord Chaitanya, the activities of these two lords, who are the personification of ecstasy, are not known to anyone else. The most confidential pastime, that is the dealings between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. The conversation which was to take place between them, they were all confidential. Nityananda Sarupa O Prabhu, इच्छा जानी एकांते से आसिया देखे न न्यासी मने. Knowing the desire of Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Sarupa would always meet him alone. आप नारे ये न प्रभु ना करे न व्यक्त यही मत लुखायन Nityananda Tattva. As the Lord did not reveal his own identity, he also concealed the glories of Nityananda. That is why you see only confidential topics are given to very fortunate people. So these are the most confidential subject matters. Generally, it is not discussed in the public. So we are fortunate that we are entering the real home of Krishna, that is Chaitanya Bhagavad. Sukomala Durvigneya Ishvara Hridaya Veda Shastre Brahma Shiva Sava Yei Kaya. The heart of the Supreme Lord is very soft and difficult to understand. This is confirmed in the Vedic literatures by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. That means very soft means very compassionate and also very difficult to understand. Sometimes he is very hard also. But this hardness is also for having some leelas, like Krishna says, "Ye yatha mam prapadyante kansapeva bhajamyaham." So to the extent a person comes to me, I go to him. A person can think, oh, what is this? Krishna is so kathor. Is he so hard-hearted that he is dependent on the people, that when they come, then I will go? Then immediately there is a leela which is going to come up. That is why Krishna spoke this verse, and that leela is Chaitanya's leela, where he personally teaches the instructions what he has given. He appears in the mood of a devotee, because there is only one devotee of Krishna, that is Srimati Radharani. Technically, there is only one devotee. We are all servants of the servants of the servants of Srimati Radharani, because she teaches bhakti. Krishna himself will not teach bhakti. But in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he teaches bhakti, he teaches the instructions, what he has instructed in Bhagavad Gita. The same thing he's teaching in the mood of Srimati Radharani, because it's only Radharani who can teach us devotion. What is Sarvadharman Parityaja? There itself, Radharani's name is mentioned, Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Who is the Brajeshwari? That is Radharani. So in the mood of the Brajavasis, one has to surrender to Krishna. So very subtle way, Krishna has expressed his desire that his most loving disciples or loving devotees are Brajavasis. In the Uttara Ramacharita 3.23, it is stated, Vrajaraadapi kathorani mudhuni kusumadapi lokottaranam te chetamsi ko hi vigyatam ishwarah. The hearts of those above common behavior are sometimes harder than a thunderbolt, sometimes softer than a flower. How can one accommodate those such contradictions in great personalities? Like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he left for taking sannyas, Nirdaya Ghat. That ghat itself is known as Nirdaya Ghat. Told you have any daya? Your mother is crying, your wife is crying, all the residents of Navdeep are crying, but he had to be harder like a thunderbolt because he has to give higher, he has to teach higher rasas to everyone. And at the same time, softer than a flower. He listens to everything of his devotee. If devotees tell him something, then also he is ready to listen. He loves to serve the devotees. Na buji, na jani, matra sabe gaya gatra. Lakshmiro yehi se vakya, anya raki katha. Those who chant the glories of the Lord admit that they do not know or understand his heart. Even Lakshmi says that. So what to speak of others? Lakshmi says, what Ghora Rupa you have taken. Even Lakshmi is not able to understand. For Lord, why he should come in the conditions which has been put by Brahmaji? Lord is beyond conditions. Why he has to accept? He can just take a Sudarshan Chakra and kill everyone. But just to increase the glories of Bhakta Prahlad and just to keep the words of Brahma, Lord appeared. Is Lord in the pillar? Yes. Immediately Lord has accepted. That means he is Satyavrata. He loves to keep the words of his devotees. If the devotees say, this is going to happen, it will happen. That is why one should not doubt the words of your devotees. Srila Prabhupada said, there are so many temples functioning. Govindas is functioning. Temple deities are worshipped very nicely. At that time, there was no single temple. But Prabhupada proved the words of Srila Prabhupada to be true. That is why you can see the pure devotional service being done in every ISKCON temple. It's a pure devotional service. What is the meaning of pure devotional service? Understanding, Tomara Pratima Nahi, Sakshat Brajendra, you are Brajendra. You may say there are some politics also happening. All it happened, that is among the persons who are common people. That means common mentality. But there are devotees who are doing pure devotional service also. There are Maharajas who are teaching us how to perform devotional service. यही मता भाव रंगे चैतन्य गोशानी यही कथा ना कहे न एक जन ठानी. In this way, Lord Chaitanya enjoyed ecstatic exchanges that he did not disclose to anyone. हेन से ताहार संग सबै मानेन अमार अधिक प्रीत कारुणा विश्वासेन. Yet everyone thought the Lord does not love anyone more than me. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to give to everyone. Everybody is to think, oh Lord loves me only the best. But Lord loves everyone. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. He loves everyone. Like Krishna used to sit in middle and all the friends used to sit, encircled him. And everybody used to think, oh Krishna is eating from my hands. Even the back person used to sit. He used to say, oh Krishna is eating from my hands. Lord has thousands of mukhas. He can appear in every direction. Like to the gopis also, every gopi used to think, oh, I am loved by Krishna the most. So Krishna used to appear to every gopi. It's not that he used to expand. His movements were so fast that every gopi used to think that Krishna loves me the best, more than everyone. So last verse, Amare ye se kahena sakala gopya katha muni dharma kare Krishna bhajibe sarvatha. He tells me all confidential topics like follow the principles of a mendicant, always worship Krishna. At the same time, he tells me, give up the principles of a mendicant, accept stick, flute, peacock feather, gunjamala, and robe. It is same like how Arjuna tells to Krishna, at one place you say, Karmanyevadhikaraste, another place you say, Durena dhavaram karma. Why are you speaking equivocal sentences? Vyamishreneva vakyena. Why are you speaking two contradictory statements. At one place you are saying perform the activity, another place you are saying keep all the abominable activities in the far distance. Oh Krishna, I am completely confused. Vimo happy. You are completely confusing me. So it is very difficult to understand mood of Krishna. At the same time, when there are two equivocal sentences appearing to be contradictory to each other, but they are harmonized because of the teachings of the spiritual master. It is Nityananda Prabhu who understands the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And though there are contradictory statements, they all harmonize by the teachings of our Guru Shishya Parampara. We'll stop here. So, Sunday announcement from today only, bar announcement I'll be giving. Sunday is Grahana, that is Chandra Grahan. It starts from 12 o'clock till night 9 o'clock. So 12 to 9 Pat will be closed. Sunday Love Feast will be 9 to 11. Aruna Mataji, go on putting these messages. Personally also you can call. 9 to 11 will be Sunday Love Feast. 11 o'clock will be Rajbhog Aarti. So 10:30 itself, whoever cook is coming for Rajbhog, 10:30 itself, the bhoga will be offered to Krishna. And then 11 o'clock, Rajbhog Aarti, 11:30, all the devotees will be fed. Moving around, that's
Okay,
not a problem in Chandra Grahan. Even they can go after 12 o'clock also, that is not a problem. But temple will be closed. That is because, again, for Krishna, there is no Grahana, but yes, because our social traditions, customs speak about it, we should follow it. Simple. So 9 to 11. 9 means 9 o'clock onwards Kirtan, 9:30 the class will start. Vaishnav Gaur Prabhu, I request you to give the class on Sunday. If you're available, please give class 9:30 to 11. Either yourself or Hansaruti Prabhu, either of one. So you'll discuss among each other. I will not be there. I will be in Tirupati. Upper Tirupati, we are going at morning 8:30. Again, the temple is closed. We are getting the special darshan, so we have to show our identity card and all those things. There are formalities which we have to show. 8 or 8, we are taking darshan at Tirupati. We'll pray for all of you. So tomorrow will be the last class for this week. The next week, Aruna, one day give it to Narayana, one day give to Sugandhi Mataji, one day give to Jagatanvaya. So like
okay,
that you are
Mataji.
this till next Friday.
Mataji, what about prasadam of Sunday? Because when we call, sometimes they ask.
Yeah, prasadam will be there. Na? By 12 o'clock, everything
Will be
will be
there.
there. By 11 o'clock,
Okay.
so prasadam is 11 o'clock to 11:15 will be Rajbhog Aarti. And then
Mhm.
11:15 onwards, prasadam will start. Just 15 minutes, Rajbhog Aarti is there. 11:15 to 45 minutes, you have. It will be a simple prasad, khichdi
Okay.
prasad. So not many items, just khichdi prasad. There, so that they can quickly have and quickly go home and chant. Grahana means more chanting. More chanting should be there on the day of Grahana. Inside the altar, all the worships will be as it is. Inside the altar, that is 4 o'clock bhoga will be offered to Lord. Evening bhoga will be offered to Lord. All those things inside, everything will be there. And those things will be given after 9 o'clock to our children. That is evening, whatever from 4 o'clock the offerings are. Children and the residents and all. But will
माता
be
जी घर
closed.
में भी भोगा कर सकते लगा सकते हैं ना माता जी?
भगवान के लिए कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं. हम लोग उसके बाद में भी ले सकते हैं, हम लोग ले भी सकते हैं, उसमें भी कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं. हम लोग भी ले सकते हैं क्योंकि तुलसी ऑफरिंग करके हम लोग भोगा लगा सकते हैं, तो हम लोग भी ले सकते हैं. बट इसीलिए क्लोज कर रहे हैं, जस्ट इसीलिए क्लोज करते हैं क्योंकि ट्रेडिशन बोलता है. लेकिन जुहू मंदिर में पट भी क्लोज नहीं करते क्योंकि भगवान को कौन सा ग्रहण, भगवान को कुछ ग्रहण बन नहीं करता है. लेकिन एक वात्सल्य भाव है नहीं कर, इसीलिए. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः. विष्णुविंद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. और ग्रहण के बाद स्नान करते हैं. अगर 9 बजे सब स्नान नहीं कर सकते तो गंगा जल छिड़कते हैं. ओके.